Hello everybody, it's Dimmy. That's it. Thank you. We've got a round 1 Chalice game, round of 64. It is a Chalice winner, the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend. You got Kfoged on his Amazons versus I think this is Djoolyurn on his Bretts as well. So I don't think I've seen Djoolyurn in Chalice before. So I think he's a first time Chalice coach. And he's playing one of the best Blood Bowl coaches there ever was. I think Kfoged won it like 2 or 3 seasons back with Woodies. Kfoged has a crazy amount of games on Amazons as well. Like I think they were his like first Blood Bowl 2 team, and like I remember like for the first couple of seasons he played nothing but Amazons. One thing you will notice about this Burt team is they only have 2 blitzers. So he's got a blitzer here, which is sure hands, blodge, step, tackle. He's got an agi up, juggernaut, tackle, blodge. He's got quite a couple of skills on these linos, which are actually pretty good against Amazons. He's got block, tackle, peasants, which is pretty nice. He's got bench of 3. He has got a kick guy though as well. Bench of 3. They've all got block. Like all these peasants seem to have survived an incredible amount of time. Like I don't know how he's managed to keep all these peasants alive for such a long time. So he's got 4 blitzers, 3 of which are guard stand firm, which is like incredibly irritating. Kfoged just taking the mighty blow hit into follow up hits, retreating back. It's got the guards, blitzers. I mean, this Amazon team is like nothing really special. It's got 3 bench. He has got 2 catchers. He never normally takes catchers, from what I hear. I don't think he's a huge fan of them. I don't know. He has got a catcher. It's got a dirty player, tackle. Oh, this is a diving tackle, blodge step catcher. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right, K-Lord. He's got 2 blitzers and like 20 skills on 3 peasants, which is, I just think it's crazy. I think it's crazy. Like I cannot get peasants to last that long. I wonder how many games he's actually played on this team. Like I'm guessing it's quite a few. It is kind of cool, yeah. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's actually quite handy in this particular matchup because he's got the tackle block, which normally against Amazons, like lack of tackle, it's a bit painful. I mean, there's not a massive amount of like there isn't any mighty blow on this Burt team at all, and there is a dirty player, but he's gone block dirty player, which is interesting in itself. So even the dirty player has block. But it's a nice little shape there. But yeah, so like Amazons, like Burts normally ain't too bad because they've got like wrestle and stuff. The blitzers normally have tackle, but he has only got 2 blitzers. But he's got also 2 tackle peasants. So it's a bit of a weird team that's kind of okay for this. They both have block, yeah. He's got block DP. Yeah, he's got another block DP. So there's block DP and a block DP. So that dirty player is like what? 70k is it? No, it's more than that. I think it's like 90k. He gets a KO. That is a huge KO, by the way. That's a blodge stand firm guard piece. So that's a really nice removal for Djoolyurn. Oh, 80, yeah, 80. I should know that. I of all people should know that, considering I think I've got the 8th most played Burts games in CCL history, which is insane. I haven't actually played that many. I played a couple of hundred, I think. But I really have a soft spot for Burts. Yeah, 200 games. Yeah, hard to call these Burts good in most matchups. Sons are the few that could struggle against them. It's weird, isn't it? It's hello ducky. But it is very weird. It's It's a bit of a weird matchup. The Blizzard is amazing as well. Like, I guess the Burts are probably happier with the Blizzard, with the Amazons being slower. But they're not much slower because there's only 2 Blitzers. So it's not like a massive disparity in the actual pace of these teams. But yeah, it's Kfoged's just like taking it easy, holding the line, keeping like this nice and tight, not giving up too many free hits. Zoom in a bit. That's the other thing, is like dodging off tackle, isn't it? It's he's gonna have to make a few of those because pretty much all these boys have tackle. I think he's got what? He's got one there, and the 2 here. So he's got like 4 tackle players, which is like nearly half his team. And he gets the Kaz, and it's the tackle that does it. It's the tackle that gets the Kaz. And Fend is also like irritating as hell. I mean, there's no pom for either sides. No pylon either. Tackle peasant OP. Another tackle hit here. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, no mighty blow on the Bretts, and there's only 1 mighty blow on the Amazons, which is, I mean, for a Chalice game, who would have thought round 1 of Chalice you'd see a game where there was only 1 mighty blow player? Like, how many times do you see that? Like, how many Chalice games have only 1 mighty blow player? That's and like, how funny is it that they drew each other? They literally drew each other. Like, probably the 2 teams with the least amount of mighty blow have drawn each other. So just a push there. Just gonna, oh, it's frenzy, so he gets the hits anyway. Quite interesting that Kfoged took frenzy. There is an injury on this guy. Ah, he's niggled. So the one the 1 mighty blow guy on the pitch is also niggled, which is also hilarious. And he gets a power here. And there's another removal. So there's 2 removals there. So he's removed the strength 4 Rog guards, and he's removed a peasant. So that's pretty nice. He's even the numbers, so it's 9 against 9. And the Amazons are fighting back somewhat. Just a push there. He gets the follow-up hit now through the guard. Just another push there. And it's gonna blitz. Gets the armor break. That's pretty nice, to be fair. I guess he just wants to get round them at this point. Alright. So I think Kfoged's just gonna, yeah, he's got a nice position here, to be fair. And I think Kfoged's got to just scramble back across. It's quite an interesting one with the amount of guard that's going on. Like, they're both quite happy to sort of like hit each other quite a bit. Dodging out. Who's he going for? He's going for the tackle guy. Makes sense. Gets the power on the first hit, which is kind of nice. He's strength 4 anyway, so it's 2 into 2. Gets the stun as well. No armor break there. So I think he's done enough here just to seal this off. So I think you're going to see him move back into the centre. There's a nice little pow. This gives him the 2D. Just a push. Follow. Okay, so he's going to blitz and come through here. Gets the knockdown. I don't know how far up he can get, to be honest. Yeah, it's going. What? I'm not. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. I thought he would just move back in here. Or yeah, that's a rowdy like hit. That is that is a rowdy fireball. Hello Moradam. Oh my god. That's is that 5? 5 out of 5 fails? He even fireballed his own DP. What a mad lad. What an absolute mad lad. I don't know, like, Kfoged always does stuff like, and he'll explain that it was right. So I can't imagine that he's like messing around or memeing. Yeah, F is for fireball. It's like when you fireball in the rain. Fireballs in the rain never work. I guess it's the same thing in a blizzard. So he sacks the ball anyway. Didn't even need the wizard. He sacks it anyway. But I mean, obviously, there's no real recovery where he probably gets some recovery options if the fireball works. To be fair, he probably picks it up and gets away with it. And then this Agi guy just left on the floor to his own devices. It's a bit concerned. It's got to be a little bit of a concern. What we're on? We're on turn 7 as well. That's a nice little power there. He has rolled some powers. He has rolled some powers. So yeah, he's tagging this in here. I mean, this is still a 3+. That's not even a dodge, is it? That's just a... It's going to pick it up. Where are you going? Like here? It's quite a few options. I mean, you can move this down here. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, just smash this out of the way. And that is a very annoying 1 in 9. That is a really annoying 1 in 9. So now you're going to take this. And there's another 1 in 9. He's got 3 rerolls. And there's a 1D. And that's a skull into skull. I don't know about that turn, to be honest. I mean, it was unlucky, right? It was unlucky to an extent. I mean, the 1 in 9s were really unlucky. So 1 in 81 into a dub skull. It's pretty horrific. It's pretty horrific. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't even know what that is. That's like a 1 in 774 or something, isn't it? Something ridiculous. Poor play, yeah, very poor. I don't know, like I thought he would do it a different way. Like, I guess the problem is, because the ball was on, like, that's the thing as well, like, the ball was there to be sacked, which kind of stops you marking the scoring threat, right? Which is, like, if the ball was in a better position, like, you just go after the scoring threat. I mean, like, he wouldn't have got him, to be fair, with those dice, but, yeah, perfect turn 8 stall. Perfect turn 8 stall. And as we all know, Amazon's 1 turn in is legendary. I guess with Frenzy, it might be doable. I don't know with Fend actually. I mean, maybe. I doubt. I don't know. In the Blizzard as well. And Amazon, I don't even know if this is, like, if anyone knows if this is possible. Maybe Kfoged. I'm pretty. You can do a movement 6 with Frenzy, right? But I don't think you can do it with Frenzy Fence because you need the follow up. I think you need the follow up. So I think maybe it is just straight impossible. I think it is just straight impossible. Yeah, so it looks like he's setting up for a riot with this catcher out here. Yeah. You also need 2 Frenzy. Yeah, maybe. I don't think you can do it with Fens. That's the thing, because you don't get the follow-up hit, do you? And yeah, like you say, who is Bardia Orphea? That is an Amazon. Just a stun. Who is she? She's just a blodger. With guards. So there's a stun. Incidentally, the strength 4 blitz blocker's still out. Both of these are still out. So I think you're happier, and there's obviously the Kaz. So did Kfoged have 3 bench at the start of this? I mean, like, perfect half, like, in terms of result. Like, you get the wizard out, you get the score. Yeah, I mean, you're out bashing them, which you'd kind of expect anyway. And yeah, 3 bench, so it's 11 Amazons then, I guess, versus 11 Berts. But I mean, with so little mighty blow, like, you kind of expect that, right? Is he fouling? He's gonna foul a peasant into a stun. And he gets his strength 4 back as well. So strength 4 is back on the same. And Kfoged gets both his KOs back. So yeah, he was at 11 because they both go into the sub bench. But yeah, getting the wizard out, scoring, and not taking any attrition is like perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect half. And he cast the diving tackle sidestep, which is really nice. Nice positional to. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether it's a positional or not. It's just diving tackle sidestep is pretty annoying, especially against like Agi 3. But yeah, I think Kfoged can feel pretty hard done by in that one. You link it. I had to switch my links off Marsden, mate, because some horrible stuff was going on. It was a great drive, yeah, absolutely perfect drive. You'd be absolutely buzzing. I wonder if he knows who Kfoged is as well. I wonder if he knows. Like, that's probably like the best thing is to not know who he is, so you don't get that added pressure of knowing that you're playing against Kfoged. Like, if you don't know, like, he's that good. Like, if you just walked into this game and played it, like, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that you're playing against one of the best. So that's another perfect defense. Quite a few perfect defenses we've seen so far. Like, there was, yeah, was it the Sergol game this morning? I think it was the Sergol game this morning that we saw the perfect defense. 64.5%. That's pretty damn good. And it's 107 games. 0 concessions is legendary. All with Bretonia. Are they all with Bretonia? Maybe he's just trying to hit the top 10 Bretonians. I think Kfoged's beaten me. I don't know if it was 4-0, but he did. Like, I was playing Chaos and he was playing. What else? It was quite a while ago, to be fair. It was when I was playing a lot, but not very well. It was definitely before I got better, and I'm still not great. Must be. Apparently he's a rebel player. Apparently, this guy said he's TT and private leagues and rebel. Yeah. There's a double skull for Kfoged. Cannot chip a player to save his life, can he? And using the reroll sucks as well. Down to 2 rerolls in overtime format. Not where you want to be. It's like a really basic Amazon team, isn't it? It's like it's as basic as it comes, really. Like, he's got he's got 4 guards, one of them stand firm, and then he's got like 1 skill on each lino. It's like, oh, he's got a rackle one, he's got a wrestle one, and he's got like a blodge catcher. It's just like, they need stats, don't they? Amazons need stats. Like, I think probably like Bert's need stats as well. I think both these teams are like, it's so basic, isn't it? It's such a basic team. Like, I mean, like even with it being Kfoged, like it's a bit disappointing to be fair. Yeah, a load of doubles. So it looks like he's trying to force his way down here. There's a couple of stand firm in there as well. A couple of stand firm guards. Push on the stand firm. Yeah, low TV Zons. Zons are like it's so amazing how good Zons are in ladder and how bad Zons are in playoffs. Like it's like they are literally polar opposites. Like they're so good in ladder and so bad in playoffs. Like I'd say that it's probably the biggest discrepancy between any race in how they perform in ladder and in Chalice. I mean, Undead are probably closer to that than anyone else. Yeah. And like, two races just like hard counter them really. Like, I think they have like, weirdly, I think they have probably one of the hardest racial matchups in Blood Bowl, as in Dwarfs. Like, I can't really think of another racial matchup that's as difficult. Like maybe, like I guess a lot of that is TV dependent, right? A lot of that is TV dependent. But as a massive generalization, as a massive sweeping generalization of a statement, I think it would be Amazons and Dwarfs. Because we're all about generalizations. And it's a really strong position from the Berts here. That POW really helps as well. Like the three stand firm guys is just incredible. I think this blitzer I probably would have brought down a bit further. So he's just blitzing. So yeah, obviously can't go anywhere this way. Just gonna run it back the other way. He's finding it really hard to get forward. I guess it's still really early. I guess there's no real rush at this stage. It's turn 11. And the stun means you can put the ball there. Yeah. I think any team that doesn't have like a reliable source of strength access that isn't agi orientated is gonna struggle. Like you need a healthy amount of strength access to be able to compete past the 1500 mark. Yeah, humans. Oh, Ducky's playing humans. Singolo's got quite a nice human team. Like Singolo's human team's pretty nice. Alright, 1 second. Sorry about that. Little emergency. Singolo's humans are super fun. Yeah, the Strength 4 catcher is pretty crazy. It's the best human team we've seen in a while, to be fair. Like, it's always exciting when you see one of the lesser races. Like, when I say lesser races, I don't mean that. I mean, like, less meta races, I guess. Like, it's always fun when you see, like, a big team. Like, Hancock's Khemri was amazing. To an extent, Gdanik's Pro Elves are amazing. Unfortunately, didn't make it out of round 1. And it was streamed at a ridiculously late time of night, so nobody got to see, to see it in action. Still get above 70 points reliably, I feel. Just can't take too many. Rough human game. So yeah, he's pushing up the sides. I remember Calcium watching this yesterday. He was I think he was screaming for a foul on this guy here, like with the DP. I don't know. He was expecting a foul here. And he just plonks him in front to the sides. And it's a long way to go. Yeah, I thought he had to base up here. Still a long way to go. And we've suddenly hit turn 13 and we've only made like 3 squares progress. And like one of the things that I'll say, like, and it seems really basic and really obvious, but at this stage in the game, the majority of the Bretonnians are in front of the Amazons. I've seen so many games at this point where like the defensive team are like way over the place. Like they're all over here, they're all over here. Like there's no one in front of the ball. So I know it's like the captain obvious statement, but sometimes I feel like it can be overlooked. And like the way DJ's playing is like he's quite happy just to sit in front of the Amazons, which is a pretty good way to play Blood Bowl. To be honest, sitting in front of your opponent is pretty good. But yeah, it's really rough with a sidestepper here and a stand firm here. It's so hard to make progress. Sidestep, stand firm. It's just like an absolute nightmare. Like this has to be a POW. He can just sidestep there, and now everything's a dodge through. Okay, takes the hit. Gets the KO as well. That's pretty huge. It's surprising. Like I mean, Kfoged could have taken the dodge and come back in, and then took that hit, and then moved through. I don't know. Skill Peasant's too strong. He could have done that. I don't know. He wants the foul here, but I guess it's the failure state. But he could have, like, once he done the blitz, he could have dodged out, come back in. If he gets that removal like he does, there's a route through here. But again, I don't know whether it's like he may be like really super comfortable with like 3 turns left. I would be anxious at this point. I would be quite anxious about scoring. Like, is it going to happen? How am I going to get forwards? But yeah, the KO on the stand firm and the sidestep stun is massive. Like I guess he's setting it up for the next turn. But that stun there really puts a. Can't believe he didn't have a player on named after Aqua. He's got Prodigy on there. Prodigy's like the best. He's got Boys to Men, I think, somewhere. He's got an interesting naming scheme, that's for sure. But yeah, this is really difficult now. And I think he could have stretched him. I mean, like, the thing is getting the POW there is like super unlikely as well. Like the POW into KO, and then obviously if it fails, then you're getting surfed. Well, I mean, I don't know. 5 is a lino. Michelle's favourite band was 5 when she was a kid, I think. That's the unassisted DP foul. Arctic Monkeys is stunned. That's a snake on the injury. And this suddenly looks super rough, right? So we've got 2 turns to score. So we need to be in range, which is like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GFI. So it's like it's here to just be in range. Anything, and then like here is minimum. That's double GFI. Yeah, just twat this guy over. Stun player doing a job on the floor. You gotta love it. Stand firm here. That's super nice. That push there is horrible. Absolutely horrible push. Is he gonna just go for another? Oh, dub skull. It's like every time he's had a sniff of a bit of luck. There's the Kaz. I tell you what, that Kaz is huge because it frees the square. If that Kaz isn't a Kaz, this square's filled. Right, and he powers and he sidesteps here. Like he should be sidestepping here. He should 100% be sidestepping here. And if you imagine that, right, you imagine that that's not a Kaz, and he sidesteps there, there's nowhere that ball can go. And even if he sidesteps there, right, where was the ball? Like, was it here or here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guessing it was here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But he'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he'd have to take the GFIs with no reroll in a blizzard. Yeah, he's been solid, mate. He's played pretty solidly. Apart from that sidestep let him down. And it's like another thing about Blood Bowl, isn't it? Like that one square on a sidestep has just got Kfoged in range without any dice, as opposed to Kfoged being in the same square having to make 2 3+s. I guess like you can argue that he he didn't want him in here, like he wanted him out there. Maybe he's got like one eye on the next round and doesn't want to get fouled. There's a few quick, but yeah, slam him in there, shut the door, make him roll dice. And here, yeah, he gets the chain push. This guy, incidentally, is movement 5. So without that chain push, he doesn't get into range. And without him getting into range, Kfoged loses. The troll hadn't ballsed up the throw, you would have done it. Yeah, and now it's a naked 3+3+. And he makes it. And that is overtime. But yeah, like the chain push, like I can't exactly remember like the base in here. I don't like if he dodges off. If he dodges off, he doesn't get a chain push, and it's impossible to score. Like maybe he doesn't notice that it's a movement 5. Maybe he doesn't notice it's movement 5. So this is turn 16. Switch it around for the Brett. I guess I've scored a couple Squid Game yet. What's Squid Game? I don't know what you're on about. But yeah, I've scored a couple of one-turners with Burts, but definitely not in a blizzard. Definitely not in a blizzard. High kick. High kick. Don't worry then. Oh, it's a Netflix thing. I don't. I can't remember the last time I watched Netflix. To be fair, I think the last thing I watched on Netflix was like Ozark, and that was like background watching. I didn't even watch it properly, and I watched it like 6 months ago, or something like that. I just had it on in the background while I was doing other things. But yeah, I haven't really watched TV in forever. The last thing I watched on TV was the Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight, which was amazing. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, what's his name? Usyk, Alexander Usyk. I've got the Tyson Fury fight on my head. I'm so sad. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, he's just punching stuff now, right? He's I mean, the one turn's pretty unlikely. He has got Agi though, and sidestep, and 11 players, and rerolls, and he got a high kick. He maybe could have gone for that. I mean, with the Blizzard, yeah. Blizzard sucks, but yeah, maybe you could have gone for that. So Kfoged's lost the toss because he's setting up first. So Brett's win the overtime toss, which is huge, huge for the Bretts. I think the Amazons are still on 11, despite having like these 3 guys off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11. Ah, okay. Yeah, so this is just like a sort of take on chevrons, I guess. It's a funny old setup. He's baiting the push down here, I guess. And these Rackle guys. I wonder why he has set up like this. I guess because it's harder to get. You can't get people through, right? Extra reroll. So Kfoged didn't have a reroll going into overtime. He's now got 1, and DJ's got 3. So I'd be a little bit sad if I was DJ there. Like when your opponent's got no rerolls, you'd rather both of you have no rerolls from a kickoff event. And he gets a POW. No armor break. Surprised he's not carrying on the Agi. I guess it's sure hands versus Agi. We've seen that decision before in the old Necronome game with the Agi 4 Wolf versus the sure hands Ghoul. No strip ball, like. I mean, they've both got tackle. I guess he's got Juggernaut, right? So maybe that's why he doesn't want to carry on it, because he's got the jugs. Which would make sense. It does make sense, I guess. But having the mobility on the Agi 4 is like having the option. 1 in 6. I know it's 1 in 6 versus 1 in 9, but what I'm saying is like later on in the drive when you've got dodges to get a score or whatever, then it's a 1 in 36 versus a 1 in 9, which is a huge difference. So yeah, I know I know the obvious maths for that for picking up the ball is obvious. Like what's better, but I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like what lies ahead, basically. As in, is he gonna need to make dodges? But then on the flip side of that, like I say, he has got Juggernaut, so maybe like you want to be blitzing with him because that's the only time Juggernaut actually activates, and you don't want to be blitzing with a ball carrier. Yeah, because he's blitzing with the tackle. It's pretty solid, right, though. He's just keeping a hard line. This is a little bit ropey. Going in for the foul. Stand firm's a pretty nice foul target. Doesn't break armor, doesn't get sent off though, more importantly. That's a really nice foul target, to be fair. Just get rid of that stand firm. It's amazing how annoying one stand firm player can be. And like, you think this Burt guy's got 3. And like, for him to make that foul, it's like, yeah, this is just a cluster. This is like not the best situation to find yourself in. But yeah, I think the foul is probably worth it there, like, because the stand firmer can hold up like a whole proportion of your team, and like even the stun is great there, right? Just to get him down for the one turn. I mean, it's, I don't know, it is a bit iffy. It is a bit iffy. Like Kfoged just standing in front of, like, again, just stand in front of your opponent. It's an amazing strategy. It makes it difficult for them to score. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, Juggernaut here. Can't really push him out the way though. If anything, that's pushing him in the way, right? Oh no, no, no! I didn't see the summers on here. I thought this was clear. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not ideal, not with any guard there as well. Yeah, didn't need to take that hit before this guy goes there. Like, he could have just moved that guy there before he took that hit. He's going in for it, like, he's basing up. Maybe he sees something here. Oh, this is, yeah, this is... Surprised he followed that. It looks like he's going in for this. No. Oh, that's a huge KO. Huge KO. And then that's a lovely pow. And that's another KO. This is looking super rough. This is looking super rough for Burt's. Has he got any, like, he's like, all his guard is like in horrible spots. Lucky to get the power there just to free up this guards. Alright, so what's he doing here? He's gonna ball carrier blitz. Is he just going potato? He's staying there, okay. How long we got left? We got plenty of time. Burning the one on the Dauntless. Pro strats. This is definitely on, right? 1, 2. I don't know. Maybe just stand the tackle up and reposition. But yeah, he separated like 3 Amazons over here. But then equally you can say like he's got like 4 guys wrapped up here. I mean, this is a dodge off tackle for a 2D. No removals for Bertz. No mighty blow for Bertz Nyaga. There is exactly 1 mighty blow player in this whole game, and it is on the Amazon team. It's not even on the Bert team. He has got 2 DPs, but I think I only remember seeing him foul once. I think that was the foul on the stand firm there. It's a tackle hit, yeah. Oh yeah, this one here, yeah, I know what you're saying. That's a push there, his guard is tied up. I remember this game. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's like scary as hell and completely unnecessary. I mean, not like, well, yeah, I guess it's unnecessary. Is it too early to start drinking? No, it's past 12 o'clock. You're absolutely fine. Alright, so yeah, ball carrier blitz gets the KO. Toxis, what is her name? Toxis Emushe. I don't even think that's a made up name, which is even funnier. Is this going to kicks? I guess, right? I guess. I mean, what? I think it's really high odds that if you don't score and your 2 re-rolls up, I think it's really, really likely that you win on kicks. I can't remember exactly what the odds are, but I mean, he doesn't have to score, right? As long as he just doesn't. And there's Kfoged. Right, so now we're talking about 3 re-rolls versus none. So like, do you just stop trying to score and do you just cage up and go, I'll take the 3-0 into kicks? I think that might be a thing. Yeah, you just need to survive, exactly, yeah. That's a weird sidestep. He's done some weird sidesteps. I guess that's because he wants to score. But I'd sidestep out here so I can get him back here and cage in. I mean, it's just kind of dawned on me. Yeah. I guess he gets the removal. Yeah, Jimmy, I think it was, yeah, Jimmy lost two re-rolls up on kicks. But the odds on it are like really quite high in the favour of the guy with the re-rolls, to be fair. And I guess that, yeah, he's really pushing for it now. And I think he kind of like, the foul has kind of allowed him to push this a bit. I don't like the fact that this guy hasn't moved. I mean, you're saving yourself 1 square of movement by taking that block first, but like, if he's going there, he could have gone there before the hit, to be fair. There's a few little things here, isn't there? Hancock lost 2 re-rolls up. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, no, I would definitely try to score, but I was just saying that, like, he left his side open as well. Like, when he went for this foul, he left his side open, which makes it more likely. But it just did dawn on me that, like, he doesn't have to. So, like, rather than go for a risky score, you try the safest score possible, but without giving up too much. But yeah, of course you try to score. you've just got the added bonus of if you don't score, you're very much likely to be the winner of the game. So all you really need to do is make sure you don't lose the ball at whatever. That was rowdy as hell. That is rowdy as hell. Oh my days. Wow. He, he turned that up a notch, didn't he? He turned that up a notch. Yeah, reroll gone. But like that was, yeah. I guess it's like really hard for. Oh, okay. He's got the wrestle right there. I guess that's a push, and you dodge the wrestle, and then you get the 1D with wrestle right next to the sideline, and then you got a 1 in 3 of it going out. I guess you need. Oh, what's it called? I was just gonna hand off, run it in, yeah. It was super aggressive, wasn't it? Super aggressive. Gets the win. And that is a huge victory for the Birds. Like a huge victory for the Birds. GG. Congratulations, Djoolyurn. I want to say, I'm just going to call you DJ. Congratulations, DJ. Commiserations, Kfoged. It's a decent game, to be fair. Decent game.